Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Clayton Kershaw, the longtime ace of the Los Angeles Dodgers, has been on a steady road to recovery this season. After undergoing surgeries on his left knee and left toe in the fall, Kershaw took his time returning to the big leagues. The future Hall of Fame left-hander started his rehab assignment in the minor leagues, easing his way back into form with the Dodgers' Arizona Complex League affiliate. His latest performance, however, was a clear sign that he's getting closer to his old self. On Tuesday, Kershaw took the mound against the Cincinnati Reds' rookie-level players, and what followed was nothing short of extraordinary. In 6 innings of work, the 37-year-old pitched a hitless gem, allowing no runs and walking just one batter. The Reds simply had no answer for Kershaw's pinpoint control and devastating stuff. Kershaw struck out 4 batters during the outing, and the Dodgers secured a narrow 3-2 victory. This performance is the latest in a series of solid rehab starts for Kershaw, who has been gradually working his way back into competitive form. After a few starts in AAA for Oklahoma City, Kershaw had a brief appearance in AA Tulsa before settling in with the Arizona Complex League team. While this level of competition is certainly lower than what Kershaw is used to, it's clear that he is finding his rhythm again. In his rehab starts, he has posted a 1-0 record with a 2.12 ERA and 0.765 WHIP, alongside an impressive 7.4 strikeouts per 9 innings. The Dodgers have been cautious with Kershaw's rehab, knowing how important the veteran ace is to their future success. The 37-year-old isn't eligible to return from the 60-day injured list until May 17th, so there's a possibility that he will make one more rehab start before being activated. The timing couldn't be more critical, as the Dodgers' rotation has been hit hard by injuries. With key pitchers like Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, Gavin Stone, River Ryan, and Emmett Sheehan sidelined, Kershaw's return to form is crucial for the team's hopes this season. Kershaw's 2023 campaign was a bit of a roller coaster, as he posted his worst career numbers in terms of ERA, 4.50, WHIP, 1.500, and WAR, -0.3. Still, it's worth noting that he had an incredible 2022 season, making his 9th and 10th All-Star appearances. Even with the struggles of last year, Kershaw is far from being in the twilight of his career. He still has the ability to dominate when healthy, and the Dodgers are counting on him to be a key piece down stretch. Over the course of his illustrious career, Kershaw has become one of the most dominant pitchers in MLB history. With a 212-94 career record, a 2.50 ERA, and 76.5 WAR, Kershaw is a lock for the Hall of Fame. His career accomplishments are remarkable, including 3 Cy Young Awards and 2,968 strikeouts, which places him just 32 strikeouts away from reaching the coveted 3,000 strikeout mark. When he makes his return from injury, Kershaw will have a chance to etch his name even further into baseball's record books. The 3,000 strikeout milestone is one that few pitchers in MLB history have reached, and Kershaw is on the verge of becoming just the 20th pitcher ever to accomplish the feat. Reaching that mark would be a fitting achievement for Kershaw, who has been one of the most consistent and dominant pitchers of his generation. Even at 37 years old, Kershaw still has plenty to offer the Dodgers, and the organization is hopeful that he can stay healthy for the remainder of the season. As Kershaw inches closer to his return to the Dodgers rotation, there's no doubt that he will be a welcome addition to a staff that has been struggling with injuries. The Dodgers have been managing without him for several weeks, but the absence of a reliable ace has been felt. With the return of Kershaw, the team will get back a pitcher who has proven time and time again that he can handle the pressure and deliver when it matters most. His leadership and experience will also be crucial for a young Dodgers team looking to make a deep postseason run. Kershaw's return could not come at a better time for the Dodgers. The team has been dealing with an abundance of pitching injuries, which has made it difficult for them to maintain consistency on the mound. Having a pitcher of Kershaw's caliber rejoin the rotation will not only help stabilize the pitching staff, but also boost the team's confidence. With a playoff spot on the line, Kershaw's presence on the mound could be the difference maker that the Dodgers need to make a strong push in the second half of the season. As Kershaw continues to rehab and regain his form, it's clear that his journey back to the mound has been a careful, methodical process. The Dodgers have been patient, but they know that when Kershaw is healthy, he is one of the best pitchers in the game. With his return on the horizon, the team and its fans have every reason to be excited about what the future holds. The road ahead for Kershaw is promising, and the Dodgers are counting on their ace to lead them once again to the postseason. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Los Angeles is buzzing, and not in the way Dodgers fans hope for. We're not talking about a walk-off homer, a no-hitter, or a thrilling playoff clinch. We're talking about a storm brewing inside the clubhouse, a controversy that's got everyone from sports radio hosts to barbershop regulars weighing in. The source? None other than manager Dave Roberts, the man who's helmed this Dodgers squad through years of dominance. But now, he's reportedly made a statement that's sending shockwaves through the organization. According to reports circling the league, Roberts believes Max Muncy, yes, that Max Muncy, is contaminating the Dodgers roster. Not just underperforming, not just in a slump, but contaminating. That word alone, so strong, so damning, has set off a wildfire of speculation, finger-pointing, and locker room tension that could derail an already wobbly season. Now, let's be real. When you hear a manager say a player is contaminating a team, it's not just about stats anymore. This isn't about batting average, WAR, or defensive metrics. This is about culture, about energy, about chemistry. And in a sport where the grind of 162 games can either forge unity or expose fractures, Roberts' alleged statement paints a picture far darker than any cold streak or bad stretch at the plate. Max Muncy has long been seen as a glue guy, a dependable lefty bat with power and patience. But this season, the numbers aren't pretty. He's been striking out more, looking lost at the plate, and his defense has raised eyebrows more than once. Still, to go from slumping to contaminating, that's a massive leap. It suggests something deeper, something more toxic, and it begs the question, what's really going on behind closed doors? For Dave Roberts to make such a claim, even if off the record, means something has boiled over. This isn't a manager frustrated after a rough loss. This feels like accumulated tension. And if we believe the whispers, there's more to the story. Sources close to the team suggest Muncy's attitude has shifted this year. He's been more vocal, more confrontational, and apparently less receptive to coaching. That's a dangerous combo for any player, but especially for a veteran with influence in the clubhouse. Younger players look up to guys like Muncy. They watch how he prepares, how he reacts, how he carries himself. If he's become a source of negativity, if his body language screams defeat, if his comments are biting instead of uplifting, that stuff spreads fast. It's like mold in a locker room, invisible at first, but once it grows, it's held to clean out. And look, let's not pretend like Dave Roberts is the type to throw someone under the bus lightly. He's been a player's manager since day one, always shielding his guys, always taking the heat. For him to single someone out, even privately, is major. That tells me this situation has reached a breaking point. Maybe it's been festering for weeks, maybe even months. Could it be tied to the team's recent struggles? The Dodgers have looked out of sync, lifeless at times. Their once-feared lineup has sputtered, and in those moments, leadership matters more than ever. Roberts has always been the calm in the storm, but maybe this time he's sounding the alarm because he knows something needs to change before the season slips away. Maybe, just maybe, Muncy's vibe isn't just dragging him down, it's dragging the team down. Fans are torn, and understandably so. Max Muncy has been a huge part of this team's success over the years. Remember 2018? The breakout, the swagger, the moonshots into the pavilion. He was the guy you wanted up with the game on the line. But baseball's a cruel sport. Reputations can fade as quickly as confidence. One bad season can turn into two, and suddenly, the guy who used to be clutch is now being called a liability. Still, there's a difference between declining performance and becoming a cancer in the clubhouse. That term, contaminating, doesn't just hurt a player's image. It marks them. It puts a target on their back, and not just from the media, but from teammates who start to question whether they can trust the guy next to them to be all in. Now here's the big question. What happens next? Does Roberts double down and bench Muncy? Does the front office explore a trade, even if it means eating salary? Or is this a wake-up call from Muncy himself, a last-chance moment to turn things around before things get truly ugly? Because let's be honest, in LA, expectations are sky high. This team isn't built to just compete, it's built to win. And if one player, no matter how beloved or seasoned, is seen as an anchor instead of a leader, changes are coming. Fast. The Dodgers don't have time for drama. The NL West is competitive, the wild card is a gamble, and the fans aren't showing up to Dodger Stadium for mediocrity. They want October baseball. They want banners. And if Muncy's presence is threatening that vision, something's got to give. It's worth remembering that the clubhouse is sacred. It's a place of routine, trust, and emotional investment. Players spend more time together than with their own families during the season. So when a manager like Roberts drops a bomb like this, publicly or not, it disrupts that fragile balance. It forces guys to pick sides, to whisper in corners, to question motives. That kind of environment breeds division. And even if Muncy isn't the source of all the Dodgers' problems, the perception alone can be enough to fracture a team's unity. This isn't just about baseball anymore. This is about leadership, accountability, and whether the Dodgers can rally around each other or continue to drift apart under the weight of disappointment and discontent. Of course, some fans are defending Muncy, pointing out his years of service, his clutch performances, and his loyalty to the franchise. And hey, that loyalty matters. But loyalty doesn't guarantee a free pass. At some point, every player has to evolve, adapt, or risk becoming irrelevant. Maybe this is Muncy's crossroads. Maybe he needs to have a hard conversation with Roberts. Maybe he needs to look in the mirror and ask himself whether he's lifting this team or holding it back. Because no matter what, the Dodgers are bigger than one player. This organization is chasing legacy. And sentimentality can't get in the way of success, not in a league as cutthroat as Major League Baseball. In the end, the truth will come out. Whether Roberts meant what he said, whether Muncy steps up or checks out, whether the clubhouse responds with fire or fractures into factions, it'll all unfold in real time. That's the beauty and the brutality of baseball. Everything happens under the lights. There's no hiding. And if the Dodgers want to salvage this season, they'll need to confront this situation head-on, not bury it under cliches and press conference fluff. Muncy's future is on the line. The team's chemistry is on the line. And as always in LA, the stakes are sky high. Buckle up, Dodgers fans. It's about to get real. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.